Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing great. Maybe some of you are actually enjoying your very long weekend, right? On an escapade or something. Well, good for you, right? Some of you might need some break. Yeah. Okay, so as promised, this is I would like to video record this session to replace the online class that we missed the other day. Okay, so we'll jump straight to this. This is a rubrics form, right, which I will use to give you marks for your online meeting project. Okay, your mock online meeting project. So remember, guys, there are two categories, or there are two huge categories of marks, right, related to this meeting project. The first category, or the first part, is in A there. That is related to the procedures of the meeting. That means how you conduct your meeting. Okay, so that particular category, you will share marks with your group members. 22 marks raw score. Okay. And then there's another category whereby you will get the marks on your own, right? We call that individual evaluation, right? That one, wow, really big, right? Really big. It's 40 marks. Okay, so that 40 marks raw score you will get on your own. Okay, all right. So 22 plus 40, 62 marks raw score, and then we'll convert to the 25% from the mock meeting. Okay, so we'll talk about the first part, which is the procedure whereby you will share marks with your fellow group members. Okay, so this is like a checklist. If you calculate, or you count, or you add up all this 1 mark raw score, right, you will get 22. Okay, 22 marks raw score. So meaning to say, you must have all this in your mock online meeting, right? For example, let's say if you have the opening remarks, opening address, greetings, okay, introduction or whatever from the chairman to start off the meeting, calling the meeting to order, then the whole group will get 1 mark, or each and every one of you will get 1 mark raw score. Okay, so the chairman also should talk about the purpose of the meeting, to discuss what. Okay, so this will be related to the issues that will be discussed in the special business. So at the beginning of the meeting, the chairman can say something like, our aim, our main objectives for this meeting are to discuss number 1, whatever, number 2, whatever. So those are the 3 things, or the 3 issues that you guys are going to discuss in the main business in your mock online meeting. Okay, so apologies for absence if the chairman deals with that. Apologies for absence. For example, the chairman asks the secretary, Mr. Secretary, Miss Secretary, anybody absent today? So you guys will get 1 mark raw score, just like that. Okay. Okay, so the third item is minutes of the last meeting, right? When the chairman deals with this, the chairman has to follow these 3 procedures. Okay, that means the first one, minutes have to be read by the secretary, right? Okay, so when the minutes from the previous meeting is read by the secretary, you guys will get 1 mark each. Okay, and then there should be correction. Okay, there should be errors or typo errors, or facts or figures which are not right, okay, in the minutes from the previous meeting. So corrections are made. Someone highlights the error, corrections are made, so you guys will get 1 mark. Okay, chairman approves and signs the minutes. Okay, another mark will be given. Okay, matters arising out of the minutes, at least 1. Okay, right. Matters arising, of course, related to the tasks given, special assignment or special task given to a member of the meeting from the previous meeting, right? Okay, so the people who, I mean, when you guys conduct your online meeting, you want to know whether that particular task given to a person from the previous meeting has been completed or not. Okay, so that is related to matters arising. Now special business, okay, we have two there. Okay, we have two here. Item 1, item 2. That means issue number 1, issue number 2. Only two. You might be thinking about the third one. Okay, it is compulsory that all groups have 3 issues to talk about in special business. Not only 2, not just 2, yeah, but 3. Okay, so what about the third one? Well, you leave that to me, yeah. But it is compulsory that all groups must have 3 issues to talk about in the item called special business. Okay, so for each issue that you guys are going to talk about in special business, there must be a proposer. You will get 1 mark. There must be a seconder. There must be justification. Justification here is related to reason for proposing that idea, that motion, that solution to a problem. Yeah, there should be a motion statement. Okay, for example, the proposer says something like this: Mr. Chairman, I propose that we do this, blah 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 blah. So that is motion statement. Okay, so must be mentioned correctly and in full motion statement, then you guys will get 1 mark. Okay, if the person or the proposer only says I want to do this, I want the company to do that, so that is not a proper motion statement. No marks will be given for that particular proposition. Okay, or for example, the motion statement is in full but in the negative. For example, the proposer says something like this: Mr. Chairman, I propose that we do not do this. So that is wrong. Okay, motion statement should be in the positive, not in the negative. Okay, so there must be a voting process, and then there must be a resolution. Resolution here is related to the decision taken after the voting process. Okay, is the proposition carried or defeated? Okay. Right, and then we move on to the next one. Oops, which is let me get the angle right. Yeah, there you go. Any other business. Okay, so any other business, 1 mark. Okay, the other day I said that any other business can be an informal thing. Okay, informal issue. But then I believe that if you want to talk about something informal, for example, like asking people, inviting people in the meeting to attend your wedding reception or kanduri or whatever, right, in any other business, there must be another one which is a little bit more serious, right? For example, let's say someone, when the chairman gets into this item called any other business, someone raises his hand and says something like this: Mr. Chairman, I believe that we need some extra manpower, right? So of course that is a very serious issue, right? But there is no time to talk about it because it's already towards the end of the meeting. So the chairman can ask the secretary to put it in the item for the next meeting, right? Okay, something like that. So it can just be one in any other business, just one issue, but that issue must be a serious one, okay, or semi-serious, half-serious, something like that, right? Or it can be 2, one serious and one not so serious. Yeah? The one which is not so serious, of course, things related to reception, wedding reception, kanduri, tahlil, whatever. Okay, and date, time, and place of next meeting. All right, and then close. Okay, so all these are related to scores that you can get when you have all these in your meeting, online meeting. Okay, you guys will share marks with your fellow group members. 22 marks all in all. Okay, raw score. Okay, make sure you get all this. All right, if you want to get all this, obviously you must have all these things. Okay, right? All these things. Okay, all right. I hope that is quite clear. At least if there are questions, you can raise it in the WhatsApp group, right? Now let's talk about just now this first page. This first page we talk about group evaluation. That means you share marks with your fellow friends or group members. Okay. On the next page, here are the categories of marks whereby you will get them on your own, right? So a lot here, like 5 categories. Okay, we'll talk about them one by one as much as possible. Okay, so the first criteria or category related to individual evaluation is vocal expression, expressiveness, voice usage. Okay, you can see here a total of 4 marks raw score for each category, right? 1 poor, vocal expression, expressiveness, monotonous, right? For example, let's say the tone of the voice is monotonous. Okay, that means there is no life, no energy, sounds bored. Okay, or for example, read script in a monotonous tone, right? For example, the chairman says something like this: Assalamualaikum, good morning everybody, I am Datuk Salehan, I like to welcome you to our 7 committee meeting. That is monotonous tone, right? Okay, if someone in the meeting says his lines using that particular tone, then he or she will get low marks for this vocal expression, expressiveness. Okay, as opposed to excellent tone, or sorry, excellent vocal expression. Okay, energize the audience or the people in the meeting with enthusiasm, full of energy, right? Full of purpose. Okay, there is a variety of tone. I mean, the sad tone if he has to be sad, angry tone, right? Powerful tone if he or she wants to show his power, right? Okay, when saying his line or something like that. Okay. Okay. So that is the first category. Now let's move on to the second one: vocal expression, clarity, right? Distinctness of the articulation and pronunciation of words. Okay, poor articulation or articulation here is related to pronunciation, right? For example, let's say I've come across many people who mispronounce or pronounce wrongly words. For example, very simple, popular example, the word which has the spelling ADJOURN, right? Okay, most of the times I hear people pronouncing it as adjourn. Right? It is not adjourn, ADJOURN. The correct pronunciation is adjourn, right? Sounds like URGENT, adjourned. Okay, so make sure your pronunciation is correct. If you're not sure, ask Uncle Google or check from me. Yeah. Okay. The third one is vocal expression, audibility, right? Whether or not the voice can be heard or not clear, right? So it all is here, right? Audibility. If voice too soft, right, hardly can hear what he or she is trying to say, then low marks for this category. Okay. Physical expression, eye contact, right? Okay, eye contact. The person in the meeting only looks at seems like only looking at the script, not at the people in the meeting. Right, so that's like avoiding eye contact, just reading line by line, sentence by sentence, right? When reading the lines, not looking at the person, the people in the meeting. So low marks there, right? This is eye contact. And then the last one here is related to bodily movement, right? Hand gesture, facial expression. Okay, if that person, when he or she is in the meeting, saying something in the meeting, but looks like a robot, not really happy to be in the meeting, looks sad, bored, tired, okay, not moving anything, I mean expressionless, no expression, okay, so low marks here. Okay, looks energetic, okay, using proper body movement, proper hand gesture, right? So might get very high marks for this particular category. Okay. Okay, so next, on the next page, right, this is also individual marks, right? If we talk about English meetings, obviously we can't run away from language, right? Marks related to language, grammar, sentence structure, okay, vocabulary, words used, etc. Right? So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories related to language, right, and grammar, okay, accuracy, right, numerous grammatical errors. For example, let's say the chairman, when introducing himself, uses a sentence which sounds like this: I is Datuk Salihan. So obviously totally out, right? It should be I am Datuk Salihan. Okay, so if that thing persists, full of grammatical errors here and there, when he or she says something, that person will get low marks in accuracy. Okay, I mean for the category accuracy. Structure, extremely poor structure in the sentence. Okay, so this is also related to grammar, right? Sentence structure, grammar. Okay, vocabulary, right? Appropriate, minimal use of vocabulary. This vocabulary related to proper words used. Okay, the right words for the right situation. Words which are related to meeting skills. For example, the chairman uses the what do you call that? Words related to meeting skills. For example, like the chairman uses the words casting vote. For example, the chairman says, okay, since there is a tie, there's a draw, I will have to use my casting vote. So the chairman will get marks there, right? Because that is proper vocabulary, right? Casting vote. Or for example, let's say in the meeting, somebody in the meeting does not want to raise his hand or her hand to vote, and then the chairman asks him, why is it you do not want to raise your hand? May I know? You do not want to raise your hand at all? May I know? Okay, then the person can say something like, Mr. Chairman, I am abstaining, 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 I am abstaining from voting. So if used properly, then that guy, that girl will get marks, right? Or bonus marks, bonus point, okay, for vocabulary. Organization, ideas are jumbled up, right? Don't know what he or she is talking about, okay? So that will be like 1 mark, very poor. Okay, organization of sentences very related to cohesive and coherence. Okay, for example, a person starts talking about, he or she starts his argument on why this particular project should not be organized, or this particular project should not be handled by the company, right? So that's good. Okay, he or she gives reason number 1, reason number 2, and then there should be a third reason, but before that person gets to the final reason, he or she talks about something else. For example, like talks about the food or the dish that he or she ate last night for dinner, which is not related to the negatives of the project. So if that is really not related, then there is no cohesive and coherence. Okay, right? So I hope it's quite clear to all of you, right? Again, if there are things that you don't understand, you're not really sure of, you can always ask me in the WhatsApp group. Okay,